Welcome back to my walkthrough for Final Fantasy IX, my friends. In the previous segment we defeated Garland, and apparently Kuja was waiting all along for us to defeat Garland because now he's ready to make his move. We're going to have a boss battle against Kuja, and after this segment there's going to be a fairly long cutscene, but an epic cutscene at that, so it's going to be interesting to witness it. But for now, we have to deal with Kuja. I didn't think Kuja could fly without being in trance mode, but apparently he can. Kuja might very well be one of the most powerful villains in Final Fantasy history, considering what he's about to do. But in battle he isn't that tough. Okay guys, so here we go, the battle against Kuja. There are two things that you shouldn't do during this battle. Don't cast Reflect on Kuja or use auto-reflect, and don't use abilities that drain Kuja's MP, because he will counter with Star Flare, and Star Flare or Flare Star, I actually forgot if it's called Star Flare or Flare Star, but either way it's an attack that nullifies your defenses and delivers heavy damage to all of your party members. So don't use MP absorbing attacks, nor use Reflect. Aside from that, you're good. There is a small chance that you might steal a light robe from Kuja, but it's a 0.6% chance, so I wouldn't bother with it, and I would just finish off this fight. But you can steal the remaining items from him if you want. Kuja likes to use Thundaga, so if you're protected against thunder magic, this fight will be a lot easier. You can either use a rubber suit or a coral ring or thunder gloves. There's multiple methods that you can use here to protect yourself. Unlike Garland, he is not vulnerable to silence or blind or slow, so we just have to keep delivering damage. Kuja is actually more powerful than Garland, but as long as you avoid Star Flare, then you're good. I just wanted to use a summon against him, even if it's not the most effective attack. Unfortunately, this is a battle that we can't win. It will end automatically after we've delivered enough damage to Kuja and he enters Trance Mode. I always like to use Frey in this battle because in my mind, if she jumps up in the air, she should be able to avoid Kuja's ultimate attack, but that doesn't quite work. After you steal that mail from him, you can start having Zidane attack, unless you really want that light robe, but you already have one, so I wouldn't bother with it. So let's use Tiffery. As you can see, he loves using Thundaga. But as long as you're protected against it, and with auto-regen, it's really not a big deal. Couple more turns and this fight will be over. I wish Zidane would be the one to deliver the finishing blow, but we'll see. Might be Eiko once again, because her holy is very powerful. There we go, the fight's over. Get ready to watch one of the coolest cutscenes in the game. So yeah, unfortunately this fight is over. Can't win. But we get to witness a cool attack. Kuja does look pretty cool in Trance Mode. I think he might be one of my favorite villains to battle. He has a long monkey tail though. Of course he's about to have a meltdown, so even though he thinks he's almighty, he's about to receive a huge shock because Garland planned this all along. Notice that those quotation marks, they appear because supposedly you can use dagger in this battle, but even though she isn't there, Kuja still talks as if she was there, or if she is there, so it's kind of funny because she's not there, yet he's still talking to her. That's a nice farewell message by Garland. Isn't it ironic? In the end, Kuja is just like the black mages, and even though he created them with a limited lifespan, because he just saw them as tools of war, he is no different, and he's about to have a meltdown here. He's going to destroy everything. And there you have it, Kuja has gone berserk and we need to get out of here, otherwise we'll be in trouble. He's right though, I mean, the genomes, when you think about it, they're completely innocent in all of this because they were just waiting to be possessed by the souls of the Terra citizens, so they're like newborn children. You can't leave them behind and just let them die, so we are going to rescue them. But I swear, this cutscene with Kuja destroying Terra, it's one of the most epic cutscenes in the game. And I don't think there's another Final Fantasy game, correct me if I'm wrong, where during the actual storyline a villain manages to destroy an entire world. That has to be a huge feat of strength in the world of Final Fantasy. I guess Kuja might very well be the most powerful villain in Final Fantasy, purely based on the fact that he destroys an entire world. I never quite understood why these eyes move. It is a little bit creepy. That wasn't that bad. He should have thanked her a long time ago, honestly. Well, her and everyone else. Look at Amaranth just walking out so calmly just to try and be cool. I swear, he's something else. And think about this, if Kuja in his Trance Mode has the power to destroy a world, and if Zidane has the potential to be more powerful than Kuja, then I guess that would make Zidane the most overpowered character in Final Fantasy history as well, probably. That gives me an idea for an animation, but anyway. We need to get out of here first. I guess Queen thinks that she is Santa Claus, Can you imagine waiting for Santa Claus and all of a sudden you see Queen coming down your chimney, probably waiting to eat your cookies? Well, that's actually rather amusing, I think. So I guess Mikoto is the new leader of the genomes. And I guess she has the potential to be as powerful as Kuja and Zidane then, if she was created to replace them in case something went wrong. And we are back in Gaia. And at this point, if we wanted, we could move towards the final location of the game after dropping off the genomes, but we still have a lot of things to do before we move to the final area. There's a lot of side quests for us to complete still, and I'm going to train my characters as well. I wonder if Kuja couldn't simply go on a rampage once again and just destroy Gaia, kind of like he destroyed Terra. I guess if he did that, then we really wouldn't have a chance against him and we couldn't fight him, but I suppose that he has the power to do it as well. And of course Amaran stays behind, pretending that he doesn't care. But you know that he's peeking through the door just to take a look. I just thought of something. Maybe if the black mages kept being injected with mist or something, they could expand their lifespan. That makes sense to me. I know for a fact that the black mages are going to keep being created based on the final cutscene of the game. There's going to be new black mages, so they find a way to create new black mages, at least that's a fact. it makes sense for the genomes to come live in the Black Mage village, because they're very similar in the sense that they were both created kind of like empty shells, and then they start learning things about the world. In the case of the Black Mages, they just woke up, but they're learning about the world together, so it makes sense for them to coexist. I always found this scene touching in the sense that the genomes start learning about the world, and the Black Mages, who don't know a whole lot, try to teach them. So it's very interesting for me to see the interaction between both of them. I don't think Queen should be teaching any more life lessons, really. I mean, in a sense, Queen is kind of right. You can either eat something or not. But I think there's a little bit more to life than that. It doesn't really matter because Regent Seed is going to be part of the final battle regardless. That's another one of my favorite cutscenes in the game before we enter Memoria. But we still have to wait a little bit before that happens. You wanna bet? We're actually going to defeat Kuja. I mean, sure, he can destroy a world, but by simple game mechanics, he's still a boss with health points. So as long as we can deplete them, we can beat him. Just have to stay positive. They are all very powerful. I mean, just Dagger and Echo alone can summon monsters who can destroy entire cities, so that enough shows their power. But anyway, this is going to be the end of this segment, my friends. In the next part, we're going to be completing a lot of side quests. This is a good time for you to capture some more frogs as well. But the first side quest that I'm going to complete is the Magnet Central side quest. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this segment, and I'll see you all later for the next part. Take care, my friends.